Alrighty.
Welcome to the Harry and Gizmo Show, episode 5.
Welcome.
This is
Episode 5.
episode 5. We're doing it.
Kickflip!
We're
I'm tight as fuck! Yes!
Hell yeah.
yeah.
Yes!
If you're listening to this right now and you're skating, you better do a kickflip, bro.
Or
Do a heel flip!
whatever you want to do, man. You
Or
know what I
heel
mean?
flip.
I'm Harry or Harrison, and this is my buddy.
I just call him Gizmo.
Hell yeah.
Full use of the fucking soundboard today. How you been, buddy?
I've been chilling, man. I just worked a 10-hour shift at the weed factory.
Weed factory. What do you do there?
Dude, I do everything. But like, because I'm a grower, so not a shower, but I'm a grower. So I'm just like, I take care of them when they're babies and then when they're a teen and then all the way up to the end of their life where we harvest them. And that's what I was doing today. I was harvesting, and I actually need to turn this up a little bit. Yeah, I was harvesting, and dude, there's like 1,000 plants in that room. So, man, it was a lot of work. It was a
So what
10-hour
is
shift.
it when it's harvest time? What do you got to do? You got to just like trim the stems off the bush itself.
Yeah, well, commercial growing, they have like so many plants in there, and then they have a trellis netting. Do you know what a trellis netting is?
Yeah.
So they have all their plants set up in that, and then we just
If
cut
you don't
out.
know, it's where as it grows, they put up a netting and then they clip the underneath, so that way the plant focuses on just producing and all of its energy of growing to the top of the plant, to the buds.
Well, that's a part of it. It's just really good for spreading out the plant and shaping it, because you could train it with that netting, and it it helps a lot because it gets light to different parts of the plant, so that shit'll really boom if you have trellis. But so we go in there, cut out all that fucking netting, and then like you just start throwing the buds like over your shoulder, and then you just fucking chop it.
How
fucking
big are these buds?
Cut it from the pot. Oh, they're like baseball size.
Damn.
Baseball size.
So before they dry out and everything, they're huge.
They're fucking huge, dude. I mean, because it's like commercial growing, so all they want to grow is like cash crops, plants that yield a lot of weight.
Tobacco.
And well, it's like tobacco, but weed is a cash crop now.
Yeah, for sure.
So they're just trying to push as much weight out as possible. So there's certain genetics out there in weed that, they produce more buds and they're fucking higher potency. And that's what a lot of dispensaries are just pushing nowadays.
Yeah.
They don't really give a fuck
It's all
anymore.
cross strain. Nothing's OG. Nothing's original on what like the original strain is. It's so hard to find just like original strains. It's all mixed.
Yeah, I mean, like back in the day, I hate saying back in the day, but for real though, like 15, 20 years ago, you were just like, when you were buying weed, that weed most likely came from just like some dude's like garage or like backyard.
Yeah,
It's small batch shit.
one of my first growers that I bought from, he grew Sensi Star.
Sensi Star?
Yeah, I don't even know if you heard about that.
I feel wait, that's a strain, right?
Yeah, and that's what he grew. But he wouldn't like let it dry all the way, so it was always a little bit damp or whatever. But that means it just kind of smoked longer. You know what I mean? You just had to hit the flame all the way to it, a little bit more loaded in your bowl. But that was back when I was smoking bowls.
Yeah.
Everything so you package it up, by the way, in like Nevada, by the way, like once you get it from the store, it's so goddamn dry and it crumbles, and that's because it takes so long from when you harvest it to when it gets to the shelf.
Yeah, that's true. Like, man, the last company I was working for, I can't say their name. I signed an NDA, but I would say, it's actually a lot of companies. Like, they'll just be sitting on like weed for like years. Sometimes, like they'll harvest it, bag it, like trim it up, bag it up, and they'll just leave it in storage because like nobody wants to buy it, and then they'll fucking put it on sale for like $30 and a fucking half ounce.
That's the weed I buy, baby.
Yeah.
The old dusty, you crunch it, you grind it up, and it's just dust.
Yeah.
But hey, man, it smokes blunts good. That's all I care
that's
about.
blunt weed, dude.
It's
And,
blunt weed. It's roll weed.
I mean, to each his own. Like some people say, when you let weed sit longer, it ages like wine. Like maybe so. I don't know, but I think like
That's-
it might get you more higher or fucked up. But I think also is like it's really harsh, like on the lungs and harsh, just for you overall. It's like a harsh ass fucking taste and fucking on your lungs.
Yeah, I'll always take fresh bud over older bud. That's
Yeah.
some bullshit. That's some. I bet you wine. I have a hard time. Maybe wine doesn't even age better. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they're just full of shit and trying to sell you older bottles of wine.
For real, dude. You know that's actually a good argument. I haven't tried any aged wine. Well, then again, I don't have fucking thousands of dollars to spend on wine.
Yeah, me neither.
But you know, maybe they're just trying to sell old ass wine at a high
Yeah,
price.
exactly.
That's been sitting on the shelves.
They're
for
like,
years.
it's better. Trust me, it's better. But I'm sure if you did like a taste test between, that would be interesting to see a taste test between the same bottle, the same like brand of wine, but one that's just a little bit older. I don't know. I think it's horse shit. I think it's horse manure because like, unless it's aged in a bottle or in the barrel, I mean, the barrel is where you get the flavor, but aged in the bottle doesn't make any more sense. What's it doing in the bottle? Aging, right? Like bourbon. I watch these bourbon videos where these guys, they go and try bourbon. Now I don't drink bourbon, but I watch a lot of bourbon videos, and these guys they'll try like an old ass bottle, and he'll be like, "Yeah." So like it doesn't age better in the bottle. The shit ages in the barrels.
No,
that's
that's
where
true.
it gets its flavor from. I think it's horse shit. I think spending more money for an old bottle of wine is you're a goof. You're a fucking rube.
Yeah, if it's sitting in a bottle, you know, then I agree.
Yeah, but me,
So they
I don't
should
know
start
what the
putting-
fuck do I know about wine?
They should start putting old weed in barrels then.
Yeah,
what they
barrel
should
aged
start-
weed.
Barrel, dude, I think we just came up with something.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, well, curated. I always wanted.
Copyrighted.
I always want, and I don't know. Tell me if this would work or not. But when you're carrying your weed, right? You're hanging it, and it's just drying out and curing. What if you cured it and hung it also with some like blueberries or some like strawberries and like cured them together? So they trying to kind of cross infused flavors. I don't know if that would work or not like that.
It probably, I mean, it could work, but I wouldn't advise it because you might possibly be contaminating your weed with whatever, like.
You're just fucking your weed up.
Yeah, with like fruits and shit. I'm pretty sure it would go moldy.
Weed's just good as
But-
it is.
But like on that note, when dispensaries hang up their weed in like these dry rooms, there's so many different strains in those rooms. That's why like when you buy weed, it all kind of tastes like from the dispensary. It all kind of tastes the same
Yeah.
because it
All smells
just
the
tastes
same.
like the dry room. It's
Yeah.
like whatever that the room they were hanging that weed in. It just tastes like all the other fucking strains they grow. It's
Yeah.
a weird flavor.
Some bullshit.
Yeah, a lot of dispensaries have the same fucking taste, or a lot of strains have the same fucking taste. These fucking Smirnoff ices are hidden.
I like going in Oregon. Have you ever been up and bought weed? Have you ever bought weed in any other state?
Just Cali.
Just Cali weed's
California.
good. Oregon weed #1 is fresh as can fucking be, because they don't have to do is all of the different testings, right? So like it's almost from curation and dry rack to jars. And when you go in there, the bud tenders, they have jars of weed, right? And they'll take some tongs and you'll order an eighth or an ounce and they'll pull you out some nice nugs and they'll pick the best nugs for you. Or if you say, hey, I want smaller nugs, they'll pick you smaller nugs. But you can smell the jars first. You can really look at it. Like, it's a total different buying situation than here in Nevada.
Yeah, because I think they focus more on like the medical side of it and like, you know, actually helping people out and getting them the right stuff.
Vegas
Because
is
here
just like
they'll just
weed.
be like,
It's money.
this is a 30% fucking THC strain. You know, you need to help sleeping. This will help you sleep.
I think that's all bullshit.
And then they fucking smoke, and they're like a first time smoker, and they try to smoke this shit to get some sleep, and they're just fucking hallucinating all night, like holy fuck.
Tripping out.
Ego tripping. Because people that don't really know how to smoke weed or know what strain is for them, like they just buy anything from the dispensary.
Yeah, they'll go in and they'll buy the high. They think it's like alcohol.
Yeah, and then sometimes the bud tenders out here aren't so knowledgeable. Like they're just like they don't even smoke weed sometimes.
Yeah, they're just selling you what's on sale, what they were told to sell.
Yeah.
Or again, what has the highest percentages. But to me, it's all about the terpenes. It's all about like what's inside. But even that is kind of bullshit. It's all about, to me, the strain. Like, I'm a big Blue Dream guy. I like Blue Dream. I like GMOs. I like Sour Diesel. I like Gorilla Glue. But nowadays, you can find Blue Dream, but you cannot find Sour D. You cannot find Gorilla Glue. You cannot find any of these things. They're all
Planet 13 has Gorilla Glue.
Do they have? Is it Gorilla Glue?
GG4.
I was gonna say it's GG4. Yeah. I'm talking about Gorilla Glue. OG. You can only get
one. No.
Yeah, you can't get a OG Gorilla Glue anymore. It's only number 4.
No, that fucking genetic probably died out. Because do you know how genetics work like that?
No, I don't understand that.
So somebody, like, say the original Gorilla Glue, that shit probably came from like one seed. Because every seed that you plant in the soil, it's different, dude. Like, they got their own characteristics. It's like, you know, it's a being that's unique. So every seed is unique. Maybe there's other Gorilla Glue seeds that are like similar to that, but that one seed, somebody grew it into like a big ass plant,
cloned it, probably
cloned it. Yeah. So every clone that maybe he handed out like 100 different clones, like around Cali and Vegas or whatever, and you know, people just started growing that same genetic, that same DNA of that fire Gorilla Glue, and that's how it gets spread around. And then over time, there's nobody keeping mother plants of this shit to keep cloning it. So they're just taking hermaphrodites. So it's just like either hermaphrodites, and then again, those seeds come out. It's not going to be the same fucking potency or feeling of that original genetic.
Yeah, whatever they mixed it with or crossed it with. Because if you didn't know, see, I think me and you definitely have like a higher tier of knowledge when it comes to marijuana.
Yeah.
Most people think you put in a seed in the ground, you put some water on it, and you let it grow. Weed plants have like genders. There are male and female plants.
Yep.
And you can cross, and that's how you do the different pollination, and that's how you get these different strains, is you take a female from one strain and a male from one strain, and then you cross pollinate them, and then you get this new strain. And from my experience in life, like, some of these strains, produce a higher THC content, but you lose all of the heart and the soul and the high of what it made it, that strain.
Yeah, it's like the spirit was taken out of it.
Yep. It's sad. And honestly, it's a very sad thing to stoners. Nobody else cares about this shit but stoners.
I know. I feel like we're fucking having this whole weed podcast right now.
Yeah, today's a weed cast. It is what it is.
For the stoners.
The weed cast. So, but you like work, so you did some harvesting today. What else did you guys do?
Just harvest. That shit takes all day. There's 1,000 plants in that fucking room. So,
what kind of strains were you harvesting?
Damn, they had some flavors in there.
You get this? Can you sneak a nug home? You sneak a nug in your pocket or anything like that?
Definitely can't do that.
Are
Especially
you guys in are you guys naked? You guys are naked like in fucking American Gangster, where he has all of his chicks counting coke naked. He have all the growers naked so they can't make it.
That's funny, dude. Imagine you coming to work and it's like, well, so the requirement here is, You got to get naked. You can't have
Yeah.
you stealing anything.
You can't have you stealing any bud, so you're gonna have to strip down.
Strip down, man. No,
They make you go bottomless too. So like in American Gangster, the girls were just topless and they had bottoms on, but they make all the guys go Winnie the Pooh style. So you're sitting there wearing shirts. They allow you to wear shirts, but they have to have you have your dick out.
You're wearing a shirt and dick out. So you can't pocket anything in here, motherfucker.
You can't ask her.
Not
'Cause
even
that's
a
where they're
pocket
worried
shirt.
about is the butt pocket, dude. They're worried about
butt
that
pocket?
the ass pocket, man. The jail pocket. You know what I mean?
That's the jail pocket. Damn. No, we don't walk naked to work. We,
That's funny. That's funny.
we wear scrubs.
Oh, you do like
Yeah,
like
scrubs.
like
Medical
scrubs. Do
Yeah.
do they provide you with scrubs or do you have to buy your own?
No, they provide us with them.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, because and they have no pockets, so you can't even.
So that's exactly why.
Yeah,
And then you gotta Do you have to? Do they make you wear like masks or anything like that in there? Or
you don't have to. Well, in the garden, because in the garden it's so damn hot in there and
Yeah.
humid. Like if you're wearing a mask, that shit just makes you. It's pretty uncomfortable. So
Yeah.
no, you don't have to wear it around the plants. But when you're trimming and packaging, yeah,
you have to wear. Oh, like
you have to wear a mask because you don't want to be spitting all over the weed or.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I had a buddy once who worked in a grow house and he was allergic to weed. Like it gave him hives and shit like that. He couldn't even smoke it, which seems weird to me.
I'm allergic to like certain sativa strains. Sativa strains fucking they fuck me up sometimes. I like indicas.
Of course, you little stony baloney like indicas.
Yeah, bro. I like some sleepy shit.
I like sativas. I like Blue Dream. I like lemons. Like again, sour diesel's a sativa. I like sativas, and that's because I have ADHD. So I
Yeah.
like the way they make me think. I feel way more creative on Blue Dream.
No, I should probably try more sativas and shit too because I think like I really like indicas and they make me feel happy, pretty good, relaxed. But they're like too powerful sometimes. Like I'll be
falling asleep.
I'll be like doing a show or like be at one of the open mics. I'm like, all right, let me fucking take this bong rip before I go to the mic. And then I show up like fucking super stoned. Like I got to take a nap before I do this set.
Yeah.
But I'll still do the set and I'll be up there fucking high as fuck.
Yeah, I've never grown weed commercially, but I have grown weed clandestinely off the market. So
Black market.
black market. Did I ever tell you about this? You ever grown weed black market?
I think you did tell me. No, I haven't done black. I mean, I've helped some cousins out when they had like home grows and stuff.
Yeah.
But black market, I haven't
me
really
tell
done
you
like
this
big
story.
scale black market shit.
We me and my 4 buddies, we each germinate, like we got 10 plants each. We germinated them, grew them up in little cups, and they were about this big. We found some land, and it was like government property. We like went across a gate, hiked like 2 miles into the woods, and made sure to like make these really random turns and paths, and like tried to make it hard to get to. And then we found a clearing. And then we took like a hacksaw, a couple of saws, and we cut down maybe 30 trees to make a clearing in the woods where some sunlight could get through. And then we planted it. Now, not only did we plant it, my buddies went to Walmart and stole a bunch of bags of soil. Because you know how Walmart in some states just have all of their soil and stuff in the summertime in the parking lot? And so they went out in the middle of the night and just stole a bunch of bags of soil. So we hiked up soil into the fucking forest so we could dig out our holes and plant them in nice soil. We went and bought guano, some fertilizer, and
People that don't know what guano is, bad shit.
bat shit. We bought some bat shit. We were bat shit crazy about this weed. We
Yeah.
went and bought guano from the hydroponic store. We would bring water up there and water and fucking fertilize our plants. And we started the process in April. And in June, they were pretty big. And they were starting to choose gender.
Yeah.
And we were about there. And then when we came out one day, a deer or something ate them all. There was 40 plants and they were gone. They were just all stems, nibbled down to
there
the
wasn't-
fucking stem, man.
Was there any bud on the plants yet?
No buds on the plant, so something ate it, dude. Nobody came down and chopped it. It wasn't clean. It was clearly but something ate it all.
That's so fucked up. Fuck
Yeah.
those deer.
Whoever it was, whoever fucked up our crop, but we had 40, unless the cops found it. But like,
Well, did it look chewed on?
it looked chewed on.
That was probably just animals.
Like they left the stems. You know what I'm saying? Like that. If it was somebody stealing our shit, they would have pulled it up by the roots.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or you could have seen that they chopped it all down and they would have just left it there. They wouldn't have bagged it. There was no buds yet. You know what I mean? Like, it was a big time disappointment. That was the only time I ever tried to grow weed. But we did it big, dude. 40 plants for four guys, just like
That's a lot.
out of nowhere, in the middle of nowhere on government property.
Yeah, but that sucks. It's like you didn't even get any buds on it
Nah, it would have been so sick. We were about to start. My buddies, with all the trees that we had cut down, they made a little cabin, like a little 2-story cabin. They were sleeping out there, watching over our crop.
Yeah.
And then they were, because they were homeless anyway. My buddy, my best friends. These were Castle House guys. I've told you about the Castle House guys.
Yeah.
And 2 of them were Castle House guys, and they would stay in this little cabin. But the problem is, I don't know. They weren't out there one night and fucking everything got eaten. We took fishing line and put fishing line around like the trees around it and tried to make like this fence. And then one day my buddy went out there to check on the crop and an owl got stuck in the fishing line. That was like flying through. So he pulled the owl out, saved the owl, brought it home, and then because it was injured, and then he was like feeding it steak, and eventually the owl passed away. But for a minute, my buddy had a pet owl, which was kind of crazy.
Pet owl?
Yeah, dude, an owl. So I feel bad about the owl that died because of our crow op, but PETA's gonna get after me for that one.
Whack.
But,
Damn, that would be crazy to have a pet owl. But dude, so you never tried growing weed again after that?
No, I want to do a home operation. I want to do a garage. Next time I would do it right. I'd get a tent. I'd get a garage operation going with a little hydroponic, aeroponic situation going on. Just do a few plants, something personal. That's a dream of mine when I own my own home.
I think that's the best way to go. I mean, with like anything, even with food, dude, just grow your own. Grow your own shit. You know exactly what's going into it. You know, you take care of it. It's like, that's just the best way to go.
It's
dude.
fun
Grow your
too.
own.
Like it's a good hobby. I enjoy the art, and I think I don't know. I think it's cool. It's not just growing weed that you can smoke, but it's horticulture, man. Horticulture's pretty cool. The science that goes into it.
Definitely.
Yeah, dude. Speaking of, so you had a good day at work, or was it just hard?
Oh no, it's cool. It's a
That's
good day.
good.
It's a
Good
good
day.
job. They fucking fed us Raisin Canes for lunch.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I think that's funny when jobs like
Give you
buy
food?
lunch.
Yeah.
But they're actually a good place and they pay pretty good, so I'm not complaining. But I think that's something that's like super. What is it like stereotypical now? Like when you're at a corporate job and they're paying you fucking $5 an hour, but you suddenly don't care anymore when they bring Pizza Hut through the door.
You know what I would do when I was managing my Office Depot? Buy them food all the time.
Yeah.
But we'd be buying like Capriotti's, pizza.
I love Capriotti's.
We try and buy different shit for them. What happened was what I would do is if somebody would call out, you know what I mean? And be like, hey, can you stay late? Can you work some overtime? If they did, I'd be like, I'll buy you dinner. You know what I'm saying? So you can order something to the store. And that every fucking time they'd be like, all right.
Like, okay, you're gonna buy me a fucking cheesesteak if I stay overtime. I'm staying.
Yeah, I'm staying just to eat dinner. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Yeah, exactly.
Say let do that because I wasn't even supposed to work today. Today was my day off, but the boss was like, "Hey man, I'm getting Raisin Canes tomorrow. If you want to come help harvest." I'm like, dude, yeah, chop plants down and
Yeah.
eat some fucking chicken.
I
I'm
love
there.
canes. I had some canes just the other day, man.
Yeah, dude.
Literally like 2 days ago. Yeah, me and myself feel better from work. I had a pretty shitty day at work the other day. Well,
that
I do tours
Yeah.
to the Hoover Dam, and I did a private tour. Let me set this up because I got a complaint, and I want to read the complaint on the podcast. So, private tours, number one for my company. When you get to do a private tour, they pre-tip you, and you make a bunch of money in a pre-tip.
they pre-tip you.
You get pre-tipped. So the tip, he includes the tip in the price of the tour.
Ooh,
And it's
that.
a few hundo.
Few hundo.
Yeah, it's a nice tip.
Damn, that's why you like this job so much.
Dude,
huh?
this job fucking crushes.
Fuck yeah.
So a few hundo. I'll just fucking say I got paid $400 to do this. to do this.
Wait, from one person?
From 16 people.
16 people? Oh,
No.
so they all throw in on the tip.
Yeah, so whoever bought the tour, they pay for the private tour. It's a smaller coach. It's just their family. And I typically walk them along. For my job, we pick people up as we drive out to the Hoover Dam. I talk about how it's created, and there's some jokes slipped in there, right? Because what it is we're a comedy tour. I'm not going to name the name of my company, but we're a comedy tour. It's going to be so easy to find if you do. But we do these tours to the Hoover Dam, and we hire comedians. Now, I'm under the impression that, number one, not everybody knows that it's a comedy tour. So people will show up, and I'll be like, how many people know? And like half the bus will be like, I didn't know it was a comedy tour. They just fucking booked a tour.
Yeah.
So they're not ready for stand-up. And I'm trying to be funny, and I'll bomb, right? Like I'll have my jokes that I do, and they'll be bombing and stuff like that. So I've learned over time, less comedy is more, right? Like, let me just do the tour. I'll tell you about the Hoover Dam. I'll slip some of my jokes in there, and and it's a good time. You can't say I didn't do stand-up, or because I don't know. I was funny. This family was laughing around. Now, sometimes people will ask me, they'll be like, can you do some of your act? Show us some of your act on the way back. Now, you know my act. Is my act good enough is it clean enough or good enough for a bus full of people?
Hell no.
Well, nope, not at all. It is not like a work act. It's not clean. It's not family friendly. It's not PG-13. I'm dark and I'm dirty. Now, I do have some clean jokes, and so if people beg, I will tell some of those clean jokes. Now, I thought this private tour that I had done was great. I show up at this Airbnb. It's 16 people. Now they have 6 kids. They have 6 children. I don't know if you've ever done stand-up have you ever done stand-up for children?
One time.
Yeah, it's not a good look.
Yeah, actually, it was the other day ago at a Tequila Little Time. There was like a family walked in with some kids. Anyways.
Yeah. So I'm like, I don't know. But I was just like being honest, and I said to them, I was like, yeah, normally I have a full bus. So, and we don't have as many kids. So this is just a little bit different for me. So let me collect my bearings. Let me get my thoughts together. You know what I mean? And how I do things. And, I felt like the tour went fine. Now, after lunch, when we're done with the dam and as we drive to lunch, normally with the full bus of people, I say, this is the dumb joke I do. I go, okay, for entertainment on the way back, I'm going to have you sit back, relax, and enjoy while I perform a medley of songs from the hit Broadway musical Hamilton. And then I make the people think that I'm going to sing, and I go, I'm just fucking around. You guys can just enjoy the ride, And so people, for the most part, are tired. They just want to talk amongst themselves. They kind of want to rest. They're maybe sick of hearing me talk. But this group was like, do some of your jokes. And I was like, it's not really for kids. It's not for I don't think you're going to like it, It is what it is. And so I sat down and I did what I did, where we ride to lunch. Now, after lunch, I decided, fuck it, I'll do my jokes. They asked for it. So I did 5 minutes of my clean material. I stand up, and then, I don't know, they're fine. I got an additional $30 in tips. So as I got off the bus, A couple of the people tipped me more. And then I'm at work. By the way, this is like the worst thing to get when you're at work. So I was on Sunday, I was doing another tour, and I get this complaint. And if you can't read it, it says, unfortunately, our private tour with Harrison was a complete fail as the comedy goes. Harrison is a good person, but not a funny tour guide. We paid quite a bit of money to have comedy on our tour, and there was none. Not a single joke I made. It continues to say, Harrison mentioned right away that he was not comfortable with small group of kids, which I want to say, that's not what I said. That's not what I said.
What the fuck? Okay.
I was like, yeah, I already told you what I said.
Yeah.
He said he couldn't do any of his comedy routines because they're not appropriate for children. Yeah, they're fucking not. And you brought your kids on a comedy tour. So what do you want me to do some Wiggles jokes, some Barney jokes? What the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck do you expect? From the dam to the restaurant, he was quiet the entire time, which I am on every fucking tour.
Yeah.
He made us all feel awkward by telling us just how his comedy wasn't appropriate for us, so he wasn't going to do any.
Seriously?
Seriously? Who says that? That's what he says. Seriously, who says that?
Damn, this guy.
We are not a tough crowd. We just wanted someone to be on the mic and tell funny jokes and give a good history, which is exactly what I fucking did. God damn. I believe Harrison will readily admit that he was not good. No, I won't. I will never admit that I was not good. Yeah. I'm good. I'm fucking great at my job. Again, Harrison is a good guy, but he is not cut out for giving comedy tours. We would just been better off paying for a private bus tour to take us to the dam and back. So how do we make this right? Thanks, Jeremy. Fuck you, Jeremy Scott. That's your real name. I just used your real name. Fuck you, dude. You're a piece of shit.
Damn.
Anyway, I got that complaint at work. Pissed me the fuck off.
That was...
Isn't that brutal when you do comedy tours?
Did you really say that you weren't going to do any comedy because there was kids there?
Oh, yeah. Well, I was just like, there's jokes in the tour, but nobody wants stand-up. Apparently, this is the first fucking guy that wanted me to do some goddamn stand-up.
Fuck that guy.
Fuck this guy.
Dude, just like...
I told him, you know what I told him? I did my grandma dying at a hospital bit. I did my Quaalude bit. I did my cheaters, like my cheaters and multiple families bit. And like, it's 6 adults looking at me going... So like they're not loving it anyway. So why would it's bullshit because I did my fucking 5 minutes. I did 5 minutes of stand up. Sorry, that's been getting my goat all week. I've been
How long is the
really
tour?
pressured. 8 hours.
It's 8 hours and you only did 5 minutes?
Yeah, dude. Well, I didn't only do 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I did an hour of history lesson that has jokes going through throughout the lesson.
But you already have that hour down.
That hour's down.
Just, you know,
and then I gave them
it's
facts and a little bit of jokes. It's a history tour.
Yeah, like Hoover Dam.
In 1928, they announced that the Hoover Dam project started.
Yeah.
In 1920, like that's I'll tell you, like I'll do one of the jokes that I do. This is one of the first they were going to call it the Hoover Dam, but everybody goes, that name sucks. And then they were like, why? And they go, well, eventually they'll create the Hoover vacuums, which suck. And then that joke makes a lot more sense. Thank you. Those are the
grandmas will laugh at that.
And that's the kind of laughs that I get. And it's typically jokes like that. So there's jokes in there, but it wasn't like I was going to stand up there and be fucking, I don't know. I don't know what they were expecting. He wanted money back is exactly what he was. And my boss gave him his money back. Not all of it.
Really?
But my boss told me, he goes, that's your first bad review out of 1,000. So in the last 2 years, that's your first bad review. So don't take it seriously. And it's like, well, why'd you even have to fucking show me, dude?
Out of 1,000, damn. So you had some pretty good fucking. I'm
I only
pretty sure you
get
had
good-
some really good tours.
I'm really good at my job.
Yeah.
Like in all honesty,
You've been working there 2 years.
I've been doing tours for 5 years.
Jesus.
I've been doing tours since 2019, man. So I know what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah, dude.
Then I had another funny story about work, though. So yesterday, this guy brings a guitar on the bus, and at one of the stops, he went up and took a video of himself playing the guitar, and that's fine, whatever. And then we're done with lunch, and we're driving back to drop-offs. So it's, the last little bit. I'm sitting down, I'm quiet. I do my final little message, and I'm like, all right, thank you for joining us. That's me, blah, blah, blah. Wrap it up. And everybody applauds. And then the tour's done. And then we still have like 30 minutes of dropping off. So I'm sitting there in my seat. I'm like on my phone playing my game. Just like I'm done, but we're waiting to drop people off. And I start hearing strumming on a fucking guitar.
There's a fucking ukulele.
It was like a little bit bigger than a ukulele. And this motherfucker starts playing guitar for everybody.
On the bus?
Yeah, without anybody asking for it.
Damn.
It reminded me of a joke that Doug Stanhope does in his last special, that music is rape. Like, you don't ask for it, you can't stop it, but it just starts playing and it enters. This guy raped us with this music.
Was it good?
No, dude.
Oh, fuck
he's singing,
that guy.
he's saying, Dear Prudence. He sang Margaritaville, which I actually really like that song. But it wasn't good, dude. And I immediately, as soon as he started, I was like, God, well, at least he'll be off the bus soon. And then I remembered he was my final drop off. So for the full 30, 40 minutes, at one point, people are getting off. So at the first song ends, and I was like half expecting people to clap for him and like kind of, and nobody clapped. What happened, it was so funny. People started talking louder on the bus over him.
Over his music?
Over his music.
You didn't tell him anything?
I didn't say shit. I could have like hopped up and been like on the mic and been like, hey man, what was I going to say though? Turn around and be like, hey man, knock it off. Nobody wants to hear this. I didn't want to be an asshole.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That puts me in a tough situation. But at one point he goes, does anybody have any requests? And this old guy next to me goes, for you to stop. For you to stop, dude.
For you to stop.
That's the one request.
That's a fucking good comeback, right?
Dude, it was amazing. Yeah, so I tweet or I put on Facebook, I go, this bus, I was like, we're being held hostage by a guy who's playing good guitar, and nobody my boss liked it. He saw that post. He thought it was funny.
Dude, that's, man, well, that's just a tour bus. You ever been on the regular city buses?
Dude, I bet shit like that happens all the time.
Well, no, the weird shit happens on the city buses. Have you ever took them before?
No.
Well, shit, being born and raised in Vegas, like, I've taken the bus a lot of times. I didn't get a car till I was like in high school, but I fucked that car up, so I still even had to take the bus after that. But like taking the city bus in Vegas is fucking crazy, dude. I remember like a couple years ago, I was taking the bus from the east side to Northtown. I was going to my cousin's house, and it was one of those double-decker buses, and I like sitting on top because it's cool. And so I'm sitting on top. There's like nobody there. And then we pull up to, I'm sitting on top by myself, but we pull up to the next bus stop. A couple people hop on, a couple people sit on top. And this dude sits behind me, probably like 2 or 3 rows behind me.
Was it a full bus?
It was no, the
Okay. I
bottom.
thought he was sitting right behind you, and I was like, it's such a weird move when someone sits right behind you on a full bus.
No, it was an empty bus. But
Or on an empty bus. That's what I meant.
no, yeah, it was a little weird because it was empty. He sat probably like 2 or 3 rows behind me. I think he was with somebody else too. But I remember we're just like driving along, and then I hear this noise on the bus that sounds like this. It's like I can't really make it, but it was like a sharpening noise, like somebody was sharpening something. Yeah, like
Yep.
and then I turn around and this dude's sharpening his fucking knife
Oh my God.
like right behind me, and I was like, all right, this is...
You're like, am I going to get stabbed?
Yeah, it was the weirdest fucking thing ever.
He pulls out fruit and starts cutting fruit or some shit like that.
Yeah, for real, some kiwis. Nah, and I still had like 10 stops to go. So what did I do? I still stayed on the bus.
Of course, you just got to sit there.
It's
You
like,
just-
fuck it, dude. You know, I got to get to this stop. I don't feel like moving. I'm high. And then when I'm high, I feel like I give people the benefit of the doubt, which is not the safest thing to do. Maybe my awareness is up, but like my fucks given is just not there. So I don't.
Yeah, I feel you.
I'm like, this guy, you know, he's minding his own business.
you give
I'm
everybody
minding
the
my
benefit of the
business.
doubt.
Yeah, I'm like minding my business. What, he has no reason to come fuck with me. So yeah, I just, you know, I got off on my stop and I was fine. But
That's
that
funny.
was like one of the weirdest shit I've seen on a city bus out here. But other than that, I mean, the city buses are crazy. You know, you see crackheads there. You see people fucking playing music in the back, smoking.
Yeah, they have like their pillbox speaker and they're just
Yeah.
blasting their own tunes. Like
But I
everybody
haven't-
wants to hear them.
I haven't seen anybody play guitar on a bus. So like that guy has to be an asshole because it's like, dude, nobody wants to hear your music. Go to an open mic. You know, it's
Yeah.
not like I'm sitting on a bus telling my fucking jokes out loud.
It wasn't like I sat there and held anybody else hostage, man.
Yeah.
I could have held them hostage with my bad jokes with fucking, you know what I mean? I gave them 45. I do 45 minutes and then I do an hour. I do an hour of history lessons / jokes.
Yeah, but that's your job. But
That's my job.
That guy playing the guitar in the back. Who the fuck are you, dude?
It was very much a look at me moment. I'm
Yeah.
talented too. And it's like, no, dude, this isn't your show.
Yeah,
this is my show.
Go to Fremont Street, dude.
Yeah. Fuck that guy. Can you play guitar?
I tried. Like I could play a couple Nirvana songs.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I like Nirvana. Like
I like Nirvana.
I play "Come as You Are."
Come as you are.
I learned like the first part of Heart Shaped Box.
I like Nirvana.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good bit. I can't play guitar. In high school, my parents in middle school bought me a guitar, and I got this BC Rich Warlock guitar. I gotta pull it up because it looks fucking stupid. But I got this guitar, and I never learned how to play it.
BC Rich guitar. Was it a bass guitar?
Yeah, no, it was a regular guitar. Look how sick these guitar looks.
Dude, these are fucking dope.
They're like metal guitars. BC Rich Warlock. So I had one of these guitars.
What, it was like $1,000?
No, well, mine wasn't $1,000. Maybe it was. It was like the $400 one.
Yeah, those are fucking sick.
So I had a BC Rich Warlock, and I never learned how to play it. My parents put up with it. They bought me it for Christmas. Never learned how to play it. I traded it in for a bass guitar because I wanted to learn how to play the bass instead because bass is easier. And then I played bass in jazz band. But I never pulled out my bass guitar in a fucking bus and started playing along bass. It's anybody with an acoustic guitar is an asshole. If you play acoustic guitar when nobody asks for it, go fuck yourself.
I can't agree with that.
You can't?
No, I like acoustics.
You like acoustic guitar? You like when somebody pulls out an acoustic guitar at a party and starts fucking
No,
playing?
fuck that guy. But,
Exactly.
like,
That's what I'm saying.
in
Fuck
general,
that guy.
I like
acoustic guitar. I like acoustic songs, but I'm saying a guy who brings an acoustic guitar with him specifically to play when nobody asks them for it, fuck yourself.
Yeah, I think there's only one song I would like to hear. If anybody plays it live acoustically, it's got to be this song, "Chop Suey," the first part.
I know exactly.
The first part of "Chop Suey."
I just remembered the song that he started with, "Lean on Me," which is just like Lean on me. We all need.
Kick him off the bus.
I should have told him just to get up and get off the bus.
Get off the bus.
Yeah, get off. Yeah, man, it is. It's a tough job. Not really. It's an easy job, but you got to deal with shit like this. Speaking of a tough job to have, what would you have to do if would you have you ever thought about being a cop?
A cop.
When you were a kid, what did you want to be when you grew up?
Famous.
Famous? For real?
Yeah, I think I always kind of wanted to be famous. But
Same. If I'm being honest with you, I always dreamed of being famous.
I think when I was a kid, like my main thought was like I'd be a famous rapper by now.
For real? Rapping?
Yeah, like I liked rapping a lot. And like in school all the time I was freestyling at lunch. I just find other kids that like to rap too, and we all freestyle together.
My name is Gizmo. I like to yo-yo. I like to spit flow. I like to get low.
I like to get low, flow, yo, roll, bro.
I just
I
got
got
a gizmo.
I got a couple rhymes. But I was trying to rap, dude. I mean, I thought I would be a rapper. I thought I'd be a trapper.
Lawyer. Honestly, though, like once Survivor came on, my dream was to get on Survivor or Big Brother. I wanted to be on reality TV.
Yeah.
Or a lawyer because I knew they made a lot of money. It was kinda
Lawyers they get paid real good.
lawyers make a lot of money.
On the good side or the bad side?
As an adult, I'd say I had to be a dude. I don't know. Defense lawyer, there's both bullshit. So like with prosecutors, you are putting some innocent people behind jail. But with defense lawyers, you are getting some pieces of shit out of jail. Does that make sense? But I'd probably be a defense lawyer. Mm-hmm. I think it's more fun to like fuck up a prosecutor's day than to say like if you win, you save somebody's life. Even if they did it, you are saving somebody's life, right? Like you're helping them out.
That's a good way to look at it.
But if you're a prosecutor, you lose. All they care about is putting people behind bars, man.
Yeah. Even if they're innocent sometimes.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. They don't give a shit. Once you've been charged and a prosecutor is seeing your case, he sees you as guilty. It's his job to prove that you're guilty. Now, I'm glad I never went to fucking college. I'd never be an actual fucking lawyer. Yeah, you ever think about being a cop, though?
Cop? No, my brother wanted to be a cop. It's not me. I can't. First of all, because I think it's how much weed I smoke and all the psychedelics.
My older brother was trying to be a cop, but he had a felony, and then he got it expunged. But even though it's they essentially blacklisted him.
Why?
Because I don't know, it's so annoying. It's so hard to be a cop. It's like incredibly hard. Like they're always hiring, and he's from Portland, and he was trying to be a cop in Portland, and you would think they'd be wanting anybody willing to be a cop in Portland, but he didn't make it through. He joined the military instead. He's overseas right now. Shout out Scott. Shout out my older brother.
I feel like I could see you as a cop.
Me? I would be an asshole cop.
Yeah, totally.
If you're getting pulled over from me, you're getting a ticket, brother. I ain't giving no warnings.
I can see you pulling up on a motorcycle. You got the helmet. Shirt doesn't fit you too well.
Dude, I would be busting at the seats on the buttons. I'd be a fat cop.
You got a donut and a coffee.
For sure. So the reason why I bring this up is there's this story that's in the news. There's this 13-year-old kid, DJ Daniel, who has cancer, right? And his dream was to become a cop or a Secret Service agent. So we're going to watch this video. We'll pause it and everything like that as it goes on. But this is the news story.
DJ, we're going to do you the biggest honor of them all. I am asking our
We're going to do you. That is a weird way to say it.
The way
we're going to do you the biggest honor.
Even fucking JD in the back's like, why do you say it like that?
Secret Service Director Sean Curran to
So this kid was just told that he's going to become a Secret Service agent, honorary.
Officially make you an agent of the United States.
That look right there, dude. Oh, they did him dirty with this camera shot.
Secret Service.
He can't believe it. Whoa. And then why his dad gotta lift him up like that? This motherfucker's 13 years old.
He's a fucking Secret Service agent. You can't lift him up like that.
You can't lift him up like that by his armpits like he's 4.
Holy shit.
There it is, dude. But he's got a badge on him.
It's pretty clear the shock has not
God.
worn off for 13-year-old
Damn.
DJ Daniel. Still fighting for his life with brain cancer.
So he has brain cancer. They
Absolutely
gave him
loves
a couple months, but he's been alive for like a few years after that.
Yeah.
So he's let me skip forward a little bit to the interview. This interview rules.
Okay, scale of 1 to 10. Last night, how surprised were you when you heard you were going to become a Secret Service agent?
Very surprised. I ain't gonna lie, my body almost dropped to the floor.
Are you still thinking about it? What do you think about when you look back at that moment?
I ain't gonna lie, it's like my soul
I ain't
just
gonna
left
lie.
my body.
Oh, sorry. He says,
Really?
my soul just left my
My
body.
soul just left my body.
Really?
Oh my
That's
God.
fun.
This look right here, huh?
What'd you do today?
Dude, he was about to.
He was just about to pass out.
Dude,
I
he's-
love
I'm
the
gonna
way
be
his
honest.
dad lifts him up. Like he's
Not
his
really
dad's
nothing
so
yet.
proud of this motherfucker.
So tell me what it was like. You knew you were coming to Washington. What'd your dad tell you about why you were coming?
He said because Donald Trump requested for me to come down here. And as soon as he said that, I ain't gonna lie. I was just standing up by a couch and my legs just leg on my knees. It's like my kneecaps just ran down the street.
It's like his kneecaps just ran down the street. I ain't gonna lie. It's just that's when you're 13 years old and you just learned a new phrase and you start saying it all the time. I ain't gonna lie.
No,
You said
I
you
still
didn't do
say
much
that.
today, but we have video of you meeting President Trump. That's pretty cool.
Well, I did meet him. He was happy to see me. And he was
Yeah,
happy to wear that cap. Well, he said he ain't gonna put on the cowboy hat because he don't want to mess up his good hair. I already knew that before I came here.
You already knew that. You didn't need to fucking tell him you weren't gonna wear a
What else
hat.
did you guys talk about?
Nothing much. I wrote him a note though.
What did it
Hey,
say?
bro.
His note. What do you think his note said?
It was probably like, hey, one day I hope you put a cowboy hat on.
Yeah.
Picture of me.
What if it was just like, fuck you, faggot. orange ass piece of shit. His note probably was like, I want you to be my daddy.
Yeah, left his phone number on there.
Donald Trump is the best president in the world of United States of America.
There you go.
You know, one thing that struck me throughout all of this is your dad, who fought for you and fought with you through cancer, and then obviously has been at your side through all of this in your time with law enforcement.
And they keep showing
Here
his
for looking
face,
for my
the
dad or
reaction.
my emotional.
Sorry, there's
DJ,
one more.
There's a lot of kids, I think, who could be inspired by your story as well, and probably some adults who could learn a few things.
I didn't get to say this to Mr. Trump, but I
Mr.
like to
Trump?
thank Mr. Donald Trump for bringing me here. And I know it's a
You think this kid will take a bullet for Donald Trump?
Hell no.
Hell no. You don't. I think I think this motherfucker is more committed at 13 years old than any of the motherfuckers who tried to protect him when Donald Trump almost got his ear shut off.
Man.
Or almost got his head blown off.
I don't know.
This kid would be out in the front. Down, Mr. Trump. I think this kid is going to be Secret Service for life.
big world to do this. And he didn't
Yeah.
have to do that. He picked me out of 100 people.
Why do you think he picked you?
DEI.
Because I'm the famous kid in the world. The only
I'm a famous
13-year-old
kid in the
that you'll
world.
ever see that got terminal brain
Hell
cancer.
yeah, you got fucking this kid as Secret Service, man.
You're
He's
certainly
fucking-
famous now.
But you know the
Wow.
craziest thing is,
Crazy as what?
Tell me.
if I go back to school, I don't think my friends gonna be want to talk to me. I'm gonna be like, y'all wasn't even my friends anyway.
He's already saying, fuck y'all. Y'all weren't my real friends.
y'all.
Y'all weren't with me before I became
Secret Service,
Y'all
dude.
went with me now. Fuck you guys.
Well,
Really and
you
truly,
got the
God and
video.
people-
You got the video to show him.
What? Well, I'm just gonna be honest with you. God didn't put you on this earth to like people. He just put you here to live your life.
That's
Yeah,
such
you
a
think your
good
friend-
bar. God didn't put you on this earth to like people. He just put you on this earth to live life.
Damn.
You don't like people? I like people, but he don't like nobody. This kid don't like nobody. He's just here to live his life.
Bro, he's perfect for the Secret Service.
That's
like,
what I'm
imagine
saying.
him in like 20, God willing, he's still around 20, 30 years later.
Yeah.
Dude, he's going to be one of the top fucking Secret Service. This dude
He's
might
dedicated.
this dude might be president one day.
He's not just honoree. He probably one of the more dedicated Secret Service agents out there. I want to know if he had the outfit, like he was stealing valor. He was stealing cop valor before they actually made him a Secret Service agent. Like he wanted to be a Secret Service agent so bad that he was already wearing the gear.
That's probably what it was.
And you're
He
gonna be
was just
jealous?
at home every day in Secret Service.
Pretty much. And I'm pretty sure my girlfriend gonna be jealous.
Oh, you
She
got
ain't
a
gonna
girl?
Be, I say you can't. I'm gonna be like you. I'm gonna be like you gonna have to hit the road jacks.
You're gonna have to hit the road, Jax.
Yeah, the road jacks.
I'm a Secret Service now. I'm not. And if you
Secret
touch
Service,
me, you going to
bitch.
juvenile straight out. And I ain't gotta ask your parents for nothing. I'm sending you straight to jail.
Sending your ass straight to jail, bitch.
He's already using his authority.
Damn. You try to touch me. You try to
You know,
be
DJ,
tripping.
when you get older,
send your
you'll
ass to
learn
jail.
that women have an interesting way of dealing with those situations. A lesson
the
for
roads,
another time,
Jax.
young man. It was good talking to you. Thank you. Thanks
the
for
roads,
watching.
Jax,
Go
hit
to
the roads.
This dude's a Secret Service agent. Probably got full benefits.
He's got a pension already.
He got pension at fucking 13, dude. Shout out to young DJ.
DJ Daniel, the fucking little. If you had to make a wish, would it be Secret Service agent? What would your make a wish be?
Fuck, Secret Service agent. That's pretty cool, but I don't think it'd be that. It'd probably be. Oh, fuck. That's hard.
I don't. You
I
know,
wanna
when
be,
you're a kid, most kids go Disney
Yeah, I was about to say something like that. I think I'd be.
or John
They'd
Cena.
have to make me like a superhero in one of the Marvel movies.
You would want to be in a Marvel movie?
That's pretty far fetched, but
That's sick, though. That's a wish, though. That's a wish. I'm sure they could make that happen.
They'd be like, all right, this guy could sell fucking popcorn.
Yeah.
Extra scene.
I think I'd want. I was thinking about that. But my first thought was like being in a movie with Tom Cruise, which I don't know why. Like, but be on a movie set. I would want to be on a movie set. I think that would be sick as fuck.
Yeah. Like,
But,
what kind of movie?
An action movie,
Yeah.
like comedy action. You know, it would be fun just to be in a movie.
I like to be in like a Quentin Tarantino movie.
Oh hell yeah,
Yeah.
He's the goat. I like Quentin Tarantino.
Tarantino. I'd be like the guy you buy weed from or something.
Yeah,
I think,
you just want a cameo as a stoner.
I think that's because like that's a role I kind of fit. I feel like a lot of people they look at me like, oh, he's a chill stoner guy. Well, that was something I wanted to talk about too. Is like when we first met and you saw me, what was your first impression?
So I first saw you on stage, and they called you up as Gizmo, and my first thought was, who the fuck is this guy going by one name? And you were faded as fuck, and you were like drunk and forgot your jokes. So I knew that you were one of my people.
Sounds like me.
I knew that you was me.
In my early days, I smoked so much weed before I go on stage, and I'd take like a couple shots and have some beer. And dude, I think that was the only way I got rid of my stage fright. That's why I went up there like a fucking crazy man.
Yeah, dude. That's how. I still have a couple drinks. I have a couple brewskis. But
Yeah,
dude,
but wait, can I tell you my first impression when I saw you?
Yeah, for sure. I gotta pee so bad, and we're almost at an hour, so I figure we wrap this up. But what was your first impression of me?
I was like, oh, this guy's a little, how do I say it? Ecstatic. Is that a word?
Yeah,
Or
I'm
like,
a little ecstatic. I'm a little out there.
like out there. I was like, okay, he's like wild. I don't know if he has it all together.
I don't.
But then we talked a few times, and then he gave me that first Skankfest take it.
Oh yeah. I don't even. That was really our. We'll talk about this on the next episode. We'll talk about Skankfest on the next episode. But man, that was. I don't know why. I always just thought you were cool. You were my homie.
Because I was like a couple months in that.
Yeah,
that
you were
first year
nice.
at Skankfest.
You were nice to me, and I gave you my Skankfest pass. I just picked you. I don't know, and we've been buddies ever since.
Yeah, dude.
Well, let's call it that. I gotta pee. I'm gonna piss my pants.
Oh yeah, go
but
pee, dude.
Dude, that was the Harry and Gizmo show.
Harry and Gizmo. Tune in next week.